Good evening, welcome to Last Bell Boxing. Bit of a special tonight. We're joined by Troy Williamson ahead of his fight. Good evening, Troy.
Good evening, guys. You all right?
Sam, thank you for giving us your time. Much appreciated whilst you're in camp. And then, unfortunately, we're also joined by Zed Side, Ander. Good evening, Ander.
Zed Side, it's getting worse. All right, Troy, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm not bad, Andy. You?
So we'll jump straight into it, Troy, because we don't want to keep you too long. So I'll pass on to Ander. Okay, cheers.
Hey.
Firstly, Troy, congratulations on the fight being made. It's a brilliant fight. The best fight in your division, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be a massive British, a massive British clash and North East derby. So, yeah, one for the history books, and I'm really pleased to.
I heard it said. I can't remember who it was by, but I heard it said that this might be for the British title, but this is way above British level.
For the British title, so I've said, but
yeah,
obviously people are saying that we've passed the well, me, I don't think Josh has passed domestic level, because when he's been past it, he's been beat. So, but yeah, it's massive. This fight's huge for British boxing. Never mind the North East.
Troy, just explain to us how this fight come about. Did they approach you?
I was meant to box JJ Metcalf, and he withdrew from the purse bids, and obviously Josh was. They've put it to him, and he was mandated, and then, like you say, obviously.
Sam Jones said it didn't take you very long at all, Troy, to, you're ringing around everybody when the fight was being made because you wanted to fight that badly. Is that right?
Because I just, like you said, I want to defend the British title. Like, obviously, I got the JJ Metcalf, so then Josh got offered, and I was just on the phone to, like he wouldn't withdraw, or because, like you said, I'm British champion, but I've only boxed one titles and then even last October, so it's been over a year. It's just not good enough, to be fair. I want to be active, and like you said, obviously mandated, and I really wanted him to take the fight, and yeah, he did. So fair play.
He was making big things about how you travelled together in the amateurs and you sparred, and you seemed to be taking a bit of confidence from that, but you was having none of it. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, we sparred as amateurs, and we've shared trains together, built together. So, like you said, I know all about Josh, and he knows all about me. He knows I'll be bringing the heat, and he knows I'm going to be in his face for 12 rounds. So, I hope I will be.
Troy, because you know each other so well, because you've spent in the amateurs, travelling around, sparring, does this change the dynamic of the fight?
Nah, definitely not. Like, you put that all to one side. It's like there's no. I don't mind Josh. He's a good kid. But this is it's my life. Obviously, this is how I get paid and how I put food in my mouth. So on the side, or whatever you want to call it, and it's down to business. And I'll do whatever.
Your last two fights. Sorry, Troy. Your last two fights were fight of the year contenders, weren't they? Let's have it right. I mean, you got off the canvas against Cartwright. How do you see this fight going, Troy? Because you ain't going to give him a minute, are you?
No, like you say, I'm not shooting. I'm not daft. He's probably slicker. So I'll be putting it on him from round one, making him work at a pace that he's never worked at. See if he can cope to it as it gets down the stretch. Because I've been there before. I've been in the trenches, and I'll dig deep. I've got. I'll be there for the long one. Can he? Obviously, never really seen him in the trenches, because when he gets there, he looks for a way out. To see how tough he really is, because I'll be giving it to him on the night.
Troy, you've had some really big nights recently. Has it been disappointing to you that it's taken the Cheeseman fight for everyone to recognise who you are?
Yeah, as obviously back then, obviously no one gave me a chance. Even me old promoter didn't get no air time whatsoever. It's not like I don't sell no tickets. I sell look for Leicester down to London. I take hundreds and hundreds down with me.
Yeah.
I've put for this fight, so it's not like I don't have no support. It's just that I don't know why. The North East, a little small town, Dalton, never had no chances. But when I went and where I did, then people started to recognise, and like I believe that I'm only starting that I deserve now, and it's been a long time coming, but it's obviously I've had to stay, and it's kept me grounded.
Josh has had, I think, 2 fights now. Is it at this weight?
Yeah.
He come up from that devastating loss against David Avanesian. I know things were made in the press conference about that. There was some excuses made. Very difficult to go against what he said there. What do you take from what he said about that? I mean, the Avanesian fight, David did exactly what you're talking about doing in this fight and putting it on him. Do you think in moving up in weight gives him a little bit of extra strength at this weight, or do you think that works in your favour?
Obviously, I don't know how he was making 147. He might have even killed himself to make it. But a big 154 fighter, where I'm a big solid 154 fighter, so like he's possibly brought a bit of strength up, lost a bit of speed, maybe, but going into a lot obviously until the night. But I'm prepared for the best of Josh, and we'll see how good he is on the night.
Do you think Josh Kelly had a bit too much too soon, Troy? Obviously, you come up the hard way, didn't you, through the British Lion Arts, and come up the hard way, if I'm honest. Whereas he got quite a big promotional push at the beginning of his career, it'd be fair to say. Do you think it's a little bit too much too soon?
I don't think he's boxed the level of opposition. I know he said he was saying that he's got more experience, but he hasn't boxed the level of opposition. He hasn't boxed with Cheeseman. He hasn't boxed with Cartwright. Kevin Smith was 6'4".
Yeah.
I don't think he's been in these type of fights. And if I'm completely honest, I've got rid of these opponents in the same fashion I did, I think he'd struggle. And Cartwright, I think he'd struggle. But like I say, obviously, Styles Maker is going to be a very exciting fight. It's a lot of people are calling it the boxers, but I can box myself, and you're going to see that on December 2nd.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit unfair to just label you as a puncher, to be honest. Would you say this is your biggest fight of your career, Troy?
Yeah, I would. I would. It's obviously it's talked about a lot on social media. It's getting promoted well. British defence, so I think it is the biggest fight of my career. But then even the one after that, that'll be where I win the title outright. So they're just going to get bigger and bigger.
I was just going to ask you that, Troy. Is that the target, to win the British outright and then move on?
Yeah, that's always been my goal. I believe I think the British title, beautiful belt in boxing. It's got a lot of history. So win that outright, and then see what opportunities there is. If like you say, you never know of an eliminate for a world title or anything. But if not, then I'll eventually see why I should move up right now, because I still make the 154 limit pretty comfortable with enough time.
How did the connection come about with Sam Jones?
Probellum.
The connection. Well, obviously, I was with Frank Warren, and obviously, Frank Warren, I was a free agent.
Right.
What I would say about Probellum, which is quite refreshing, they do work cross platforms, don't they, Troy? They're not afraid to put you on different platforms.
That was part of my deal. I can box on any platform. It's obviously
Yeah.
just come to me on Channel 5.
Yeah. So we said we'll keep this short. By the way, Andy said he'll buy you a doner kebab after the fight if you're up for it, Troy. 'Cause we'll be in Newcastle.
We'll be up there fight night, mate.
Well, we'll have to get the train too.
You might throw a couple of lagers in as well if you want that. It's a bit tight though, Troy. So short arms and deep pockets and all that. But it's been a pleasure having you on Last Bell Boxing, Troy. Again, thank you for making the time, and we'll see you in Newcastle on the 2nd. Okay, I hope it all goes well up to then, and we'll see you on fight night. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Troy. Thanks, mate.
Cheers. See you soon.
Cheers.